finally, ladies and gentlemen, we got Attack on Titan, the final season, aka season 4, part 3 out of 2. So it's part 3, but who the fuck made this shit? Seriously, who came up with this name? I swear to God. Either way, there's quite a lot to unpack here. First of all, Sim really knows how to make bangers when it comes to Attack on Titan. Especially that why part just hits equally as hard as if I lose it all, slip and fall. A creepy thing is that the lyrics remind me a lot of something I actually went through in real life. Like deadass, when I listened to the lyrics, I was like... If you guys want to hear that story, you guys probably won't, let me know in the comments, but now it's time to review this. The first part of the episode was fully anime original, since in the manga we didn't get a flashback of episode 1. And we also got a little hint from Mikasa going up to Eren that made all manga readers go... Then we move on to these two kids, of which we have already seen one before stealing from Levi. Looks like he got caught again afterwards since he already lost one of his arms. Like deadass, Ramsey seems to be getting caught all the time, since we also got a flashback where he is getting beaten up by a bunch of guys, but Eren saves him. And I really like the internal monologue Eren had before that. It's actually really close on my opinions on the whole rumbling scenario. Being that although if he doesn't do it, less people might die, can you really blame Eldia for fighting back? Then we get probably one of my favorite Eren moments this arc. He saves Ramsey and starts staring up in front of him, apologizing for everything he's gonna do. He clearly doesn't want to do it, but he is convinced it's the only way. And while Eren apologizes to him, we get shots of the rumbling itself, which were pretty goddamn well done. I especially like the people in the jail cells. Like they don't even get to run away. We saw people being burned alive and even kicking each other out of cars. I don't get scared easily with shows or movies, but these scenes didn't get me scared either. But they are definitely haunting and very well done. Especially the music when Ramsey's head gets crushed while looking at Ymir. Mwah, chef's kiss. Sounds like I'm happy a kid died. If all of that isn't enough though, we also got the iconic scene of Kid Eren on top of the clouds enjoying freedom. Quite a contrast from him crying earlier. You also gotta love how Armin is just standing there like, man, what the fuck. He gets out of the past though, and we get a romantic scene from Armin and Annie. Who would have thought, people? Like when I read that shit in the manga, I was fanboying like crazy. And the anime didn't disappoint. If anything, I want a lot more romance in Attack on Titan, man. There's so much death and suffering already. Give me some more of this. I also like that Armin hasn't fully given up on Eren, saying that there might still be a place that they haven't seen of the world. It's kinda ironic though, since Eren probably already crushed that place. We also got another wholesome scene later on where Mikasa finds out Annie likes Armin. And she is just like, ah! Like I said earlier, it's really nice to have this in the anime. I also appreciate how they allowed Annie to stay behind. Like, the situation is complicated and she has already been through a lot. Especially now that she thinks her dad is dead. Like, at that point, why even fight, right? But before that, we also got Reiner apologizing to her and them hugging. These types of bonds are truly special. Things hit a 180 though and Flock comes back and I just love the way he looks in this scene. His design in this scene alone really shows why I prefer Mappa's art style to Wit's. Mikasa shoots her ODM gear right at him and he dies. Overall, he was a truly great character. Yeah, he was pretty disrespectful at times and kind of a little shit at other times, but his main drive and motivations are something truly commendable. He saw death in the eyes and had an awakening and never gave up on his beliefs from that point on. But of course, that's not the only death we got. We had to say goodbye to Hanji. And man, what an awesome scene that was. The music was great. Bauklodze, or however you say it, has always been a very underrated OST in my opinion. And in this episode, it really had time to shine with Hanji's final battle. Her fighting the Colossal Titans was super cool, and I just loved the way the vocals took a break when she fell in the water and stones crumbled on Flock. The music goes quiet for a second, and then comes back super hard when the plane manages to go up. This was a great scene. Rest in peace, Hanji. Thank you for being part of this story. Gotta love how Levi also gave her the Shinzu Sasageo. Those words and that sign really have different meanings now. They went from your heart to protecting humanity to your heart to what you think is right. Since Flock was against Hanji's team, but he said it a lot too. In a way, I think that makes the sign more special, since it can really mean more than one thing now. And after she dies, she eventually reaches some kind of afterlife and talks to the one and only Erwin Smith with a super good OST in the background that for a character just having died gives off quite a hopeful and peaceful vibe, which I really enjoyed. But like, does this confirm Erwin wouldn't support the rumbling, since he was clearly happy they managed to fly the plane? By the looks of it, this does seem to be the case. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. We then get a scene with Annie and Hizuru reflecting on the situation. When Falco comes up with Gabby, Annie just tells him to fuck off, which I absolutely love. This is like the second time she's rude to the kids and it's just so funny. I probably find it so funny because I'm basically the same in my head whenever I'm around kids. Falco tells her that he might know where Zeke is and that he thinks he can fly there with his Titan, which in my opinion was pretty obvious. Like look at this thing, it's basically a bird. Meanwhile, with Armin's team, they are discussing on how they are gonna stop Eren, and while this happens, Eren brings them to the path dimension. They are all confused, but they notice that it's Eren that brought them there and try to talk to him, trying to convince him to come back and stop going on this genocide. And man, the things Mikasa said to Eren, shit hits deep, man. Overall, this scene was really nice, seeing everyone so desperate to want Eren back, but Eren made his decision and he tells them that the only way he will stop the rumbling is if they kill him. You can imagine how hopeless everyone feels now. I especially feel bad about Mikasa in all of this. I think she is the one that's suffering the most out of all of them. Like, her whole world got turned upside down when Eren told her all of those things about the Ackermans and that she hated him, but part of her just can't accept that this is all there is to it. He must have been lying. But then what is the truth? He just wants Eren to come back. She wants things to be normal. She wants things to be clear. Great character writing. Then we get a scene with, surprise, Annie's dad isn't dead yet. I mean, like, you would have been pretty dumb if you thought he was actually dead. Like, he would have died off screen, man. Come on. How many shows have you watched at this point? Hell, most of the warrior family members are still alive and are trying to escape from the rumbling by going to some airships. But by the time they get there, they were already taken by a group of soldiers. But these soldiers aren't just gonna escape. No, they are gonna go for one final attack against the rumbling. Gotta love that the commander here is also realizing that what they are looking at is a manifestation of their own hatred towards Eldians. A manifestation that has come back to hunt them. He even mentioned that if he got to try again, he wouldn't make the same mistakes, which could actually be a really important line. Because if Armin's team manages to stop Eren, there might be hope that at least a small group of people actually learn something from it. Like Reiner's mom, for example, is already feeling a lot of regret for the things she made Reiner do, which is some nice character development for a minor character. Like, Attack on Titan has always been really good at fleshing out even the side characters. Either way, their attack fails absolutely miserably because the albino beast titan starts throwing rocks at the airships. Everything looks hopeless, but then we see something coming up in the distance. It's a CGI plane! An albino monkey is throwing rocks at it! They gotta jump now. Armin opens the door of the plane, and man, the distorted sound when he opens the door and jumps out screaming, Eren! Chills, bro. Epic shit. Everyone flies at the Beast Titan in a super cool sequence, trying to dodge the rocks and everything. And then we get one super dope transformation from Reiner, with just an absolute banger song in the background. I'm so pretty, I'm at your place, I'm giving you no. All of that being said though, the CGI looked pretty goofy at times. Especially the part where Reiner and Zeke fall down like a ball together, or Peak's Card Titan rolling around this stick. But oh well, I still really enjoyed this scene, and Reiner's actual transformation was fully 2D animated and looked awesome. Onyankopon also really earned some respect points. Like those plane maneuvers, man, Jesus Christ. All the people watching the rumbling noticed that people from Paradise itself are coming to save them. And Reiner's mom has the fastest stairs I have ever seen, what the fuck. We end with an ominous song playing in the background, and Armin asking Eren how he is truly free. Where are you at? Where have you... Wait, what? No ending song? How fucking dare you? Okay, no, it was a great episode. I really enjoyed it. And I'm really curious and excited at the same time to see how they are gonna handle the finale. The finale. Will AOE be true? Will they fix the manga ending? What's gonna happen? Yeah, it would be cool if we got an ending song, but I'm definitely satisfied. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'll see you guys in the next one. No, wait. First, thanks everyone. We got 400 subscribers. Let's go. And I appreciate everyone that's patient for my videos coming out. Because believe it or not, I'm actually pretty busy. And yeah, that's why sometimes it can take a little while. But I always come back. So, stay tuned for our next video. Thanks for watching, goodbye.